Hi, Saji. Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I just wanted to start off by saying thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm super excited for this month. I feel the energy this month. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you before we jumped into your weekend reading. I'm so appreciative. I love you guys so much, so dearly. When you guys comment on the videos, like every comment just comes with the energy. You guys speak your truth. You guys are very expressive, and I just really love the community that we have here. It's amazing for me. So I just think that each and every one of you guys are amazing. Oh. I just think that each and every one of you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for 5K subs. I'm super, super, super grateful and indebted to you. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump into your weekend reading. All right, Sag, let's jump into your weekend reading. What can you expect this weekend? This weekend will be the Saturday, October 4th and Sunday, October 5th. Okay, so what can you expect this weekend coming up for you? Tell me about Sagittarius's weekend. What can they expect? What's the energy surrounding this weekend coming up for Sag? Let me make sure that the audio is working. Okay, cool. What's coming up this weekend for Sag? What's the theme? What's the energy? Tell me all about it. All right. We have talking. So you could be conversing with someone a little bit more, getting to know them. I did say in your last reading that there's going to be a lot of people that want to get to know you at this time. A lot of people who are going to want to pursue you romantically. So it seems like you're going to be conversating and talking to someone who may have that interest. I know it's a romantic interest or potential romantic interest if you decide to let this in, because we do have Cupid's arrow. This card tells you to have faith that love is coming, a surprise invitation or meeting. So you could be meeting someone like without any expectations of this happening. You could be meeting someone on a whim. Someone could be reaching out on a whim. And I also see you being very hesitant because Cupid's arrow shows like hesitation. It kind of gives off that energy. I don't know if you ever watched the music video for, I think it's called Aura. I don't know if that's the name, but it's Mariah the Scientist, and she was getting shot by Cupid's arrow, but she was running from Cupid. That's kind of the energy that you have right now. All right, this could be because you are very self-focused and self-concerned and self-prioritizing yourself, okay? So you could be focusing on yourself. You have really great self-worth right now, which is amazing. It shows that you've worked a lot on that and you are reaping the benefits now of just really having ultimate self-love. Also, time to heal. So you could be healing from something. Something is hurting you. We may be picking that up in your reading, but something hurts, okay? It feels like the Three of Swords, not like the Ten of Swords. So it's not putting you down, but it is kind of like taking you back, okay? So you could be healing from something here. Also, again, that shadow work that we talked about in your last reading. If you haven't watched the last reading, I will link it right here. And I'll also link it at the very end of the video so you can go watch that. All right. It talks about October's overall energy for you. But yes, could be doing some shadow work, could be like releasing some feelings that you've been holding on to, could be shedding a little tear or two, okay? But I also get this energy of like sensitive gangsta. So you kind of like pick yourself back up really quickly. And I want you to pay attention to that because that shows your resilience and your strength. But I feel like October is really the month for you to really feel your emotions, go through your emotions, and then finally release it. So if you do have a little sensitive moment, really indulge in that sensitive moment. That's part of your self-care to really understand, why is something still hurting me, and why do I feel this way, and what do I need? What can I provide for myself to get through this, okay? But overall, this weekend, you have a great deal of self appreciation, very self indulged during this time, like we talked about. But also, love is coming in. So, someone's shooting their shot at you this weekend, and it looks like you'll be talking to this person. They're definitely interested in getting to know you a little bit more. Okay. This person could be waiting by the phone or computer or wherever they need to wait. They could be waiting to hear you respond. Maybe you have been very non-responsive previously. So this person, you're going to give them the time of day this weekend. It feels like you have a little bit of free time, okay? And you will be responding to this person. So let's see what this means for you for this weekend. Give me some messages for Sag. What can you tell me about their weekend? What's going to happen this weekend for Sagittarius? Tell me what's happening for my Saggies this weekend. All right. Nine of Cups, you could expect this weekend to go much better than what you're expecting. If you're not expecting much, then that's just fine. But things are going to be rolling out for you this weekend really amazingly. I see you being very emotionally fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is also wish fulfillment. So there could be a wish that's coming true for you. This could be something that kind of like pleases you or makes you really happy. All right, so I do see that happening for you this weekend, and it's really hard to pinpoint exactly what this is because we do have the moon, which talks about like illusions. So even if we were to say one thing, it's probably way different, you know? The moon is kind of like hidden. It's a secret. It's not to be shown. It's kind of like just pops up on you or creeps up on you. Also, with that Nine of Cups, again, there is this like very deep emotions this weekend. Could be feeling sad, could be feeling really happy and really feeling that. I do see some mood swings, okay, this weekend for you, but nonetheless, you will be having a very splendid weekend. You'll be starting Monday of next week feeling like, wow, this weekend was actually really good. I really liked things that unfolded for me in this weekend, okay? All right. So first and foremost, what's coming out is this person. I believe this is your person who's trying to reach out to you, get to know you. They're coming out as the King of Cups. Something about this person, they're going to be pouring out their emotions for you. You're going to feel very strongly how much they care for you or admire you or how devoted they are. Okay. So they're not hiding that. But there is something to say about this person's emotional maturity, being that you may be unresponsive, being that you're not giving them the time of day or the attention that they may really want from you, they have been able to regulate their emotions around that. So this feels like a very patient, very genuine person. They've been waiting for you. They're not going to spaz out because you did not respond. They are getting some type of response from you this weekend, okay? And I feel like this person is going to be very happy about that. Tell me about the King of Cups. All right, tell me about the King of Cups here. What can you tell me about this King of Cups? Who is this person, or what's their true personality that Sagittarius could pick up on? Okay, this person feels like a divine masculine with that King of Cups. They could be more in their masculine energy. That could be that emotional maturity type of sense. But they also could be a feminine here. I feel like this person has a big interest in like the occult all of a sudden. I don't know if it's always been this way, but they do have a big interest in the occult. I feel like this person has been watching tarot readings, or they've been looking at their horoscope lately, or they could have did one of those like kind of corny, but they could have did one of those things where they take your zodiac sign being a Sagittarius or Sagittarius placement, whatever your dominant sign is, and then matching it up with their dominant sign and seeing the compatibility, okay? And maybe they saw some really positive results, so it's really amping them up about having the courage to come towards you. It feels like this person is very genuine, okay? I don't get like negative vibes from this person or toxic vibes. I am getting a very strong sense of the occult, like spirituality and synchronicities, and just believing in like having deeper meanings about life and maybe your connection with them. How you will see this person, you're not really believing the good guy or the good girl act, okay? There's some reason why you just kind of feel like you don't believe what they're putting down. They're coming towards you very nice, very charming, very spiritual. You're kind of not believing it. You may even feel like this person could be capping, right? You know, like if you bring up a certain underground artist and you're like, yeah, that's my favorite artist right now, blah, blah, blah. And then someone's like, yeah, I love that artist too. And it's like, how do you know that artist? That person's very underground. You don't seem like the type to listen to that type of music or sound. I don't really believe you. You ever had a conversation where you may bring up an interest and then someone jumps on the bandwagon and you don't really have proof that they're telling the truth or they're lying, but you just kind of don't see that connection? That's how you feel about this person. So if they're bringing up something very spiritual to you this weekend, they could be just trying to use one of your interests to get an in with you, to get some type of conversation out of you. But it feels disingenuine, but this person is genuine. That's what I'm seeing, okay? So you are a little hesitant about this person. You're wondering, like, did they do their research, or why are they just bringing up this random interest of mine? It's because this person has kind of like had a lot of attention to detail to you with that Eight of Pentacles. They're trying to put in a lot of effort to get to know you, to probably get progress out of this connection. This person is trying to have this perfectionist characteristic or personality that they want you to see the compatibility between you two. They're not lying about what their interests are or what they've been up to, but they are refining it, if that makes sense, you know? You ever talk to someone and they're like, what are you doing right now? And you may just be laying around in the bed and you're like, I'm working out. I'm at the gym. I'm getting them gains, okay? And that may be a lie in that moment because you're literally laying around, but it's not a lie because maybe the day before you really were in the gym. So it's kind of something like that with this person. They're refining their character and their personality to appease you. All right, we have the Sun. You may learn a lot of things about this person. The Sun is very expressive. So the same way that I said that a lot of you guys, how you guys pour your hearts out in the comments, and it really feeds my soul. It makes me really happy when I read your comments, but you guys are really expressing yourselves and you're not holding anything back. Same thing with this person. When they come towards you, they're going to be exposing themselves a lot. You know, they may even bring up some weaknesses that they want to work on. They may also gloat about their strengths to kind of like, get you to look their way. They're opening up a lot about themselves with the Sun. This is a very positive conversation, by the way. I do feel like this person is getting a smile out of you in some type of way, okay? This person is changing. So the reason that you may not resonate with this character that they're coming towards you with is the Fool. The Fool is a very new, fresh beginning or start. This person's interest that may link up with your interest it's new for them. It's something that they just dived in and took a risk and started to experience, and they're liking it a lot. So they feel like, okay, this is something that Sagittarius is also interested in. Maybe we can share this. We'll have like some type of common interest here. So that's why it could feel like it's disingenuine, because this person, it's new. It's new for them. Okay. It's not really like they have experience. It's not like they've been going at this for years. It's new to them. All right, 10 of Wands as well. This person, when they speak to you, they will be opening up a lot, expressing a lot. It's a very happy conversation, but they do feel like it's super hard to get your attention, or hard to get you on the phone, hard to have a conversation. They don't really see, they feel like it's very difficult to even spend time with you, to get to know you. Okay. So this person is seeing you as a really tough challenge, but they're not giving up. All right. They do feel left out in the cold or isolated in some way, but it feels like this person is not giving up. They're still holding on. Even if you look at this person, it just looks like they're just like, oh, my Sag, you know? Okay. All right, we have the Six of Cups here. So you and this person are definitely reuniting. Now, if this is a new person that's coming towards you, you don't really know them like that, they are trying to appease to you through nostalgia. They're trying to bring up anything that they feel like brings good feelings towards you. So if you're a foodie, this person may talk about food. They may talk about restaurants. They may talk about, some type of culinary experience, cooking, things like that, nostalgic things. If you're an artist, this person may talk about like art exhibits, galleries, maybe like artists that they follow on social media, trying to appease you. It's like trying to like kind of soften you a little bit. All right, tell me about the Six of Cups. Now, if this is someone that you know, they may be bringing up some memories, some really good feeling memories of you and them in the past. It's really like a time that they wish that they could have right now, but it seems like you're just kind of focused elsewhere. We know that you're focused on yourself. So this person could be bringing up things from the past where you guys spent a lot of time together and you guys had a lot of cute memories, okay? All right, what's the Six of Cups? All right. There's this thing, okay? You are just very, I don't even want to say guarded, just very protective of your energy right now. It's almost like when this person is talking about the good or bringing up positive things, you divert to negative things. You start thinking about negative patterns, habits. You start to think like, maybe what is this person hiding that I just can't sense? It's too good to be true type of energy. This may stem from the shadow, something that hurt you, that you may be feeling those strong feelings during this weekend. You're kind of like trying to see if you're being maybe manipulated, or if someone is playing mind games with you. You're just not very trusting of this energy, this person, okay? I'm seeing that this person has big Piscean energy. So when they do talk to you, they could be very imaginative. They could be very sensitive, compassionate, kind. They have a very selfless energy that you may not trust, okay? This person could be very intuitive. They could be telling you things that resonate with you deeply, almost like they've been watching you, okay? But you kind of feel like this person, even though they're kind of exposing themselves or they're telling you so much things that's been going on in their life, you feel like they're saying that, but they may be hiding something. There may be some deceptive energy behind it. This stems from that very toxic, poisonous connection that you have since left alone, that is still doing a number on you. There's still those little stains that are left over. Okay. So this really has nothing to do with this newer energy. It's more so things of the past. Maybe this is how the past energy drew you in by being very intuitive, resonating with your interests, really exposing themselves right away. So you felt safe, but then it became an unsafe situation. So you kind of see that pattern with this person, and you just don't know if you can trust it. Sorry. All right. Tell me about the Six of Cups. All right, Queen of Pentacles is here. You have the King of Swords as well. Whatever this person is doing to try to appease to you, all this nostalgia, these memories, whatever it may be, it just is not getting through to you. I feel like a better way for this person to get through to you is to show you something that matches what standards you now have. Because your self-worth has elevated and you're really diving deep into self-love, you have new standards. There's certain things that you want to hear from certain potentials, whether that's potential friends, potential lovers. There's other things that you would like to hear. These things could be about security, stability, finances, behavior, okay? Because Pentacles is also like behavior, reputation, achievements. You rather hear that. You're not really into the dreamy, nostalgic, imaginative lifestyle right now. That's not you. Especially with this King of Swords, something is just not resonating with you. It's not getting through to you. It doesn't matter to you. Even if, the spirituality is resonating, or that is something that you do have an interest in, even if this person is showing up to be the good guy or the good girl, because they're not really appeasing your new interests, which have to do with that material realm or financial realm or longevity, stability, maybe commitment, that is just not getting through to you. You're not really feeding into this, okay? So I do see that. What else can you tell me? Knight of Wands. So you could get excitable at first and have a good conversation with this person and be consistent, texting back and forth, on the phone, on the FaceTime call, DMs back and forth. But they kind of lose you with that Knight of Wands. It's like you're in and then you're out. They kind of lose you with all of this dreamy talk. That's just not how you're wanting to be approached right now. It's just not. Maybe in another time, maybe a couple months ago, this would have worked perfectly fine. But in today's time in October, it's not really doing anything for you. Okay, I do see that. Now, we have a very interesting card here. We have the Devil. Okay, so we're going to see what that's about. There could be some temptations that come up this weekend. Things that maybe are not the best for you. There could be like a crazy party going on. There could be someone asking you to come out for drinks. Maybe someone wants to spark up. Maybe someone wants to eat a lot of food. I don't know. There's something here that you consider to be not good for you, and you don't want to repeat that, but it's going to be put right in front of your face. Okay, so I don't see you caving in. I don't see you repeating whatever this is. Someone is trying to coerce you or persuade you to do this. So this could be like a friend, a family member, a love interest. I don't know. Someone's really trying to bribe you to let loose and have some fun. Why do you take life so seriously, okay? But you're going to recognize whatever this is that is the devil popping up in this weekend for you. You're going to recognize this as something that has made you sick, made you depressed, made you unhealthy in some way. You're going to see it as like a disease or a germ, and you're not going to want to involve yourself in that again. Okay, so it is popping up this weekend, but I see you just having a lot of independence from that. You are free from whatever hold that devil energy has had on you in the past. You're not going to cave in. You're going to stay strong and just say no. But I do see a lot of like coercion or persuasion or just let loose. Come have fun. You haven't had fun in a long time. Come do this, you know? But I do see you turning it down and standing strong in that. And I also knew that too because the Queen of Wands is your last card. And with that Queen of Wands, this is someone who doesn't chase. So you're not chasing that devil energy. You're not chasing that addiction, that vice, that temptation, that distraction, that bad energy. You're not chasing that, okay? And it's also like the Queen of Wands is an energy almost like try harder, which is the same thing that you're kind of giving this person who may be romantically interested in you. You're like, you can try harder than that. And even when it comes to that devil energy, you're kind of like looking the devil in his face and saying, bitch, you got to try harder for me because I'm a new person, okay? So let's see what's going on with the devil. Tell me about this devil energy that may be popping up this weekend for my Saggies. All right, we have the 10 of Cups. Whatever this is something that you love to do, okay? Or you loved in the past to do with the 10 of Cups. Also, family could be coercing you. So this could be like a sibling or a cousin or hopefully not the parent, the grandmama, the baby, okay? Hopefully not, but it feels like it is something related to your community. So even like a neighbor or I don't know if you do things in your community, you know, you have people like, you know, whatever you do, if you go to the gym, if you go to grocery store, if you go to a certain club, okay, could be those people who are trying to coerce you. And it's also something that you had a lot of love for, that you really enjoyed doing in the past. But and that really shows your resilience, okay? Because if it's something that you really love with that 10 of Cups and you're not going to do it, it shows how strong you are, how much discipline that you have, and how much self-control you have. And that's amazing because a lot of people can't say that they have that. I just seen the Lovers. So you're making a conscious decision for your highest self, for your highest good, a healthy decision, and you will be rewarded for that, okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups, you're choosing yourself. You're telling whoever this is that may be persuading you, these bad influences, you're just kind of letting them know through your actions of turning this down that you love yourself the most. And again, a lot of people can't say that. So kudos to you. There's a mysterious vibe. People don't get it. Like when you turn this down, everybody will be like whispering, talking. Oh, Sagittarius turned this down. Oh, Sagittarius doesn't do that. Oh, I wonder why Sagittarius doesn't do that. There's a lot of mystery behind it. People almost want to ask you why. You know how they say no is an answer in itself? We don't need to explain. There is no why. It's like a lot of people want to know your why, okay? Let's see what else. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so again, that pentacle energy is just very important to you in this season. You're all about your financial goals. You're all about getting luxury and material possessions. You're all about elevating in your career, your business, your hustle. You're all about longevity, living long in this lifetime, having longevity in the success that you're having in October. You want this to last. You're all about behavior and reputation. You want your reputation to precede you and speak for itself. You want people to know how you behave, that you show that you love yourself, you know? And that's going to be the most important to you with that 9 of Pentacles. So I see you standing very strong, very independent. There's a lot of growth that you're showing this weekend, a lot of maturity. You may be faced with a lot of immature people or people who are not evolved, okay? So that's how you're standing here. And there's something very luxurious about your vibe and your energy where you're not going to taint it with anything that is associated with the devil, whatever that means for you. All right? All right, so Queen of Wands. So nothing is impressing you. Sorry, y'all. The incense is making me choke. Ooh. Queen of Wands, nothing is impressing you this weekend, okay? But the weekend is going very extremely well for you. So we can talk until I talk about the Queen of Wands, what could be going extremely well for you. The fact that you are turning down temptation of some sort, that could be really huge for you. Because again, there could be something that you really loved to do, maybe a crutch that you used to lean on in the past, and you no longer have the desire to go back to that place. So that's a huge accomplishment in itself. Maybe also you could be very pleased with your standards right now, even with whoever this is, this love interest that's trying to come towards you, not caving in just because they know your favorite color, not caving in just because they're into spirituality too. Ooh, right? That could be a big accomplishment as well. Just standing in your independence, showing that you're not desperate, basically, okay? Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Now, also, what you could be pleased with is your looks this weekend, okay? There's something about your looks, your aesthetic, your vibe with that Queen of Wands is very sexy. Masculine or feminine, very, very sexy. You're looking damn good in October, okay? So let's see what's going on here. You also will have a lot of confidence. All right, so you have a lot of confidence here. I do see you being very guarded as well. People may feel like you're playing some type of mind games, like you want something, but you're not actually going for it. I feel like that is the truth. There are certain things that you may want. You may want belonging. You may want a relationship. You may want to have a little bit of fun with that devil, but you're just not going to do it because it's going to set you back in some way. All right, so you're coming off as very deceptive to people. People are not believing that this is really the new you. People don't really get that you've made this choice, okay? A lot of people are living in a scarcity mindset, by the way, as well. So that also could be very unmotivating in your weekend. If you're spending a lot of time at home, if you have any roommates or you live with family, or if you're going to be hanging out with friends, or even maybe this love interest coming towards you, you feel like people are living in lack. They don't see bigger for themselves. Maybe they don't seem like they want more for themselves. You are elevating in your lifestyle in some way. So it may be time to start to invest or connect with people on the same mindset as you, okay? Nine of Pentacles is just a very luxury aesthetic, you know? It's kind of like the entrepreneurs, the CEOs, the bosses in life. You know, very successful people financially. And there has to be a certain mindset that you have to know that you can achieve more in this lifetime. So I feel like that's something you'll be thinking about, or you'll be coming to this conclusion like, you know, I'm guarded, but there's a reason that I'm guarded because maybe my environment doesn't fit my mindset. So some of you guys too, with that thought that just popped up in my head, you could be really trying, like there could be a manifestation that comes up of you manifesting a new environment, a new home, a new community, a new neighborhood, you know, whatever, a new apartment, but like a new zip code. That's really what I want to say. Think about the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands for my Sagittarius is watching. All right, we have the Five of Swords, Mr. or misunderstood, okay? So you're definitely misunderstood. People could be seeing you as very guarded, maybe a little bougie-esque, but maybe the wrong people are judging you, you know? It's almost like if you had like-minded individuals surrounding you that they wouldn't feel threatened. There's a lot of competition right now, too. I feel like you'll have a lot of people competing with you unknowingly, like you're not in competition, but they could be competing against you. And there's a lot of defeat coming from that in October as well. So people who are pitting themselves up against you, they're going to fall. I don't see them being, with that Queen of Wands, it's the energy of the victor that didn't have to do much, okay? So it just would be kind of silly. It'd be really silly to be your competitor in October. All right, Ace of Wands, that's that manifestation of changing your zip code. You want to relocate. I do feel that. That could be coming up maybe on Sunday for you. You could be having this thought in your head like, man, I wish I could move. All right. So I do see that with the Ace of Wands. That's that inspiration. You feel like you're not inspired here. So you need to go somewhere that inspires you, that challenges you. None of this is a challenge for you. That's what I'm hearing. None of this is really challenging me. I am the victor always. And then you also keep getting harassed or maybe bullied. I don't know. But it never stands. All right, let's see what else is here. Strength card. Like I said, you are super strong right now. You are the most resilient than you've ever been in your entire life. Like, no one can stand 10 toes in your what? No one can stand in your shoes, okay? If people had to go through what you've been through, they would have been down and out. Also, people who would have been what you've been through, they'd be really in this energy. But you have overcome that. All right, with that strength card, you're very disciplined right now. And that's not to be taken lightly because you could do a lot of things. There's a lot of progress to be made with being disciplined or having great self control and also holding back from temptations with the strength. All right, so very soon, something next week is going to happen that's going to call you into purpose. The judgment is like when you're waiting in line and you're waiting for your name to be called to take action. That's what's going to happen next week for you. Something's going to be calling you into action to start moving parts towards this new reality or this new zip code for you. So you're putting that manifestation out there. You're calling something in, all right, with that Queen of Wands, and it's happening for you next week. So look out for that, okay? Let's get some last words for you and then we'll end it. I definitely wanted to do a reading tonight to celebrate 5K. I'm so excited, guys. But of course, I'll be doing another reading for you guys this weekend too. I just have to figure out what should we talk about. So if you guys could do me a favor and just drop in the comments what you would like to see, what type of reading would you like to see, I'm down to do it, all right? Alrighty. Let's see. Let's start with this. All right, last words for my Saggies watching for their weekend reading. Last words for my Saggies watching for their weekend reading. Give me some messages from my Saggies. Okay. Last words for my Saggies watching for their weekend reading. Anything significant, please allow it to come out in today's reading. Okay, now together. I have too many cards, guys. It's so hard to shuffle. All right, anything else? Okay, cool. All right, bottom of the deck is happy birthday. So you could be invited to someone's birthday. Someone's having a birthday, maybe this weekend. You could be getting an invitation or you've already gotten that invitation. Maybe there's going to be like some bad influences at that celebration or just things that you may not be judging, but you're not particularly wanting to do for yourself. Okay, so look out for that. We have ride or die here. So you could be manifesting a ride or die or someone who's very loyal coming into your life, whether that's romantic or platonic. That could be coming in very soon for you this month. All right, we have emotionally open. So there's someone coming towards you, that love interest that's going to be very emotionally open. And yeah, that's something that's going to stick out to you about this person. We have player energy. So I feel like this is how people are seeing you, okay? Because you are getting like the guarded and kind of like mysterious energy. So people may be seeing you as a player right now, even if you don't really have anything going on in your love life, okay? But maybe people are just seeing that because you're kind of like detached into yourself and you're putting yourself first, whatever. We have trust issues. We have, oh, we have Virgo the Magician. Okay, first and foremost, magician energy is amazing because it talks about being a master manifester or being a powerful manifester. So if you have dreams right now, if you have goals, really stick with them. Put your intention out there, they will come true. You also could be possessing a Virgo energy. Okay, so you could have a Virgo placement, whoever I'm speaking to, you could have a very strong, significant Virgo placement. Virgo could be outshining your other placements right now. So you could have a lot of attention to detail. Like you don't miss anything when you can read people very well. Okay. And that could be also with your intuitive property. Also with that Virgo is very witchy, by the way. It's very like witchy, nature witchy. So if you are into like certain spiritual practices that you do for yourself, you could be using the earth element quite a bit. So I don't know if that's like dirt, sand, stones, crystals, rock. I'm also getting like iron. So like, is iron a magnet? I'm getting like magnet, okay? Also like herbals, like flowers and herbs, whatever. But also with that Virgo perfectionist attitude, okay? You could be like a very big perfectionist right now, very hardworking. You're very reliable and practical during this time. You could be also very analytical. All right, we have controlling here. I did tell you that in your last reading, try not to control the outcome so much. So maybe you are coming off a little controlling right now. You like things done a certain way, okay? That's just what I'm getting. You like things done a certain way, and that's just that. But try to release the control of the outcome. I feel like things will flow into your life easier that way. So maybe that's something you may want to practice. All right, look out for the month of October is going to be a big one for you. In October, Libra or Scorpio could be going to someone's birthday very soon. All right, we have tired of the drama. Look out for an August Leo or Virgo that could be coming towards you. That's that Virgo placement again. August could have been a significant month that some themes could be popping up this month for you. We have true love, you're my soulmate. So someone believes that you're their one true love and you're their soulmate. This person could feel like you've been in their dreams. Maybe you've been having dreams about specific people. All right, kids. Something could be very significant with kids. Your kids, other people's kids. Maybe when you were a kid, okay? Things like that. Let's see. Yeah, look, we have childhood trauma. So something very significant about your childhood or when you were a kid, when you were a child, could be something that you... This could be what the shadow work is this October. Like you're having these emotions. You thought you were over certain things, but you weren't. And it makes sense, especially if it's childhood trauma, because as a child, you don't have the tools to target that pain. You know, you shouldn't be in that position anyway, right? We have big extrovert. Okay, so a lot of you guys were telling me that you're feeling like an introvert these days, but this weekend you'll be out and about. You'll be conversing with someone a lot. You'll be going to maybe an event or a party. You could be out and about. So you're going to have a big extrovert energy this weekend, all right? We have I'm single and ready to mingle, period. Look out for April, Aries, or Taurus. April could be significant for you. And also summer. Something about summer could be very significant. Something could feel like summer all over again. Maybe October gives like a summer vibe for you. I don't know. All right, Sag, that's what I have for you. Make sure that you guys like the video. I appreciate it a lot. Subscribe to my channel. It really makes my day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again for 5,000 subscribers. I am just like... I don't know, y'all. I'm like No one can tell me nothing right now, okay? And also, make sure you guys comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Also, I'm going to link the video. It should be on this side, maybe, or this side. I don't know. The last reading that I did, it was super powerful reading. So go ahead and check that out if you've never checked that out before. Anyone who's new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video this weekend. All right. Bye.